Let's talk beds. This Comet's gonna have a 54-inch bed. Good size, that's standard full right there. And it's 74.5 interior. So, unless you're too tall, I mean, what really is too tall, you'll be fine. It'll be a good, comfortable place to rest your head. So, you didn't come here to hear that. You came here to hear the process. We're talking process still on this whole camper. What we're gonna do is check our measurements. Remember, we needed 54. So, I'm going to make sure, you can see the tape anyway, and we're gonna be right above, man, that's right about 54. We're gonna be right above here. It's about 1.75 inches up is where we have decided that's gonna be a comfortable level to sit down, get in bed. Because you're not gonna sit down here. However tall your mattress is where you're gonna sit down. So we're gonna try to find that happy medium. So, but if we go from here to here, we've got a little room to spare. So that'll be okay. We can go more than 56 because you get down here. Great camera work. Glad you stopped by. Right here, I mean, that's more or less dead space. That's a pinch point. So even if you put a mattress in here, at some point it's going to get pinched a little bit, and that'll be fine. It doesn't matter. But the main thing is we've got 54. No problem. So I don't want to go all the way to 54 because underneath I want to put a drawer. And you don't want the drawer, like if this is the wall of the front of the bed, like you get out here, you don't want it right here because if there's a knob on that little cabinet door right there, you're kicking it every time you get out. So I usually move it back under the bed 3 to 4 inches. So somewhere around 50, 51 is where I'm gonna start the bed wall. But the plywood will hang over 3, 4 inches. Do it every time, works great. You don't kick the knob off of the cabinet door. So a thing that I am concerned about, let me drop this a little bit and kind of show you maybe. Right, let's get, there we go. All right, so something I have to think about. Right here is the last place for me to put a brace. Okay, so if I put a brace there, there's going to be 11 inches sticking out that is not braced. I cannot brace into thin air or into the rear of the ceiling. It's not designed for that. So what I have to do and what I will do is as I go across here, I will put more. Normally, I would put 2 in the middle because there's gonna be a board that comes all the way out to here. The plywood sits on that. So that would be 4 places across that there is support. On this back one, there'll be probably 5 or 6. I mean, even though you're not gonna, it's not like you're gonna be like, oh, I can't wait to roll to the back of the camper and sleep. But I don't know. I don't know what you do, and it's none of my business. So I've got to make sure that that's not a weak point. Then otherwise we'll do this exactly the same as we always do. So I am going to get on that. We're still on the same, I don't even know what I was going to say. Oh well, we'll move on. That way we don't have to edit it. All right, I'm going to get going. I'm going to build the bed the same way I always do, just a little extra here, and that's how I think that through. All right. The bed is in. The welting is on. And that's all for today. I think what I will do is cut the door out. Because otherwise, there's no way to get in other than the back. And I want to put the back on. I want to get that. I want to see what that big old rear end looks like. But I want to get that put on, but I need to cut that door out. So that'd be the first thing I do. And then probably put this and that on. Then I'll put that on, and that'll let me know where I'm at. And there, I don't want to prognosticate, but I got a lot of cabinet doors to make. That looks cool, doesn't it? It just looks cool. I like it. All right, my prognostication, that's all I got. I'm wore out. Fortunately for me, I did not prognosticate because I would have been wrong. I did do this, obviously. Looks pretty cool. Then I came over here and I went ahead and I made a table. And while I was making a table, I had an epiphany. I made this countertop to start. I've got to put the sink in next. But you know, here's where the table's going. But you know what the problem is? Getting in here. Look what I did. I rounded it off. Am I a genius? I don't like to use that word too lightly. But that probably saved an inch of rear end or middle of your back, depending on your height. So it won't be that sharp corner, plus you gain an extra inch. And there's still plenty of room on here, under here. Great camera work. Glad you stopped by. I'll probably just leave this one as is because it's a countertop. That is functional. You're just getting into bed here. You're not going to hit anything. All right. Leave me a comment. Tell me, am I a genius? Or did I just mess up this whole countertop? Taking a break from doing genius level stuff. Look at this. Pewter brush. Whew. Whew. Customer did want the trim to be rose gold. Executive decision. No rose gold. I mean, look how great this looks. Look at it. It's beautiful. And with that stainless and the chrome, it's beautiful. This is called Pewter Brush by Wilson Art. They're not paying me, but I think you should know. I think it's beautiful. Look at it as you change your angle, and man, it's just so cool. Love it. But we've got that together. Don't worry about those holes. I'll get some half-inch or inch and a half fillers. Get some buttons in there. It'll be just fine. But man, look at there. No rear ends were harmed in the making of this countertop. I'm going to pop that in there, I think, just to see what it looks like. I haven't put the mechanicals in for the dinette table yet. But do you love it? You'll love it as much as I do. With all of this pecan in here, pecan, it needed that. That breaks it up, matches the floor. The cushions are going to be gray. I think that's just what the doctor ordered. May do a little bit of this, well, there'd be that cove molding back there, but I may do a little of this here. I haven't decided yet. I love it. Before I finish this video, and this will probably be the last video before the reveal because we're really deep into it, I'm not going to show you how to install that. We've done that 4 or 5 times, and I've shown you step by step. It's a really good. I've been using this brand. It's upside down. Great camera work. Glad you stopped by. Star Vent. I'm really liking them. You may want to take the next step up, and if you have a bigger a camper, and get the remote control. But I mean, this is a 15-foot camper. But again, I just want to talk to you about this. Now, you've already seen this. I've built it. Here's where the rafter runs. Well, that's already there. So because we just have to build a square to set that in, 14 by 14. So it's already here. It'd be easiest just to do it and put it right here. But as I stand back, yeah, I could. And I think the factory would have. But I'm not going to. Look at that just for a minute. I'll give you 3 seconds to think, where is Rob going to put it? Where is he going to put it? 3. I'm going to center it right over here. I'm going to center it on here and on here, and I'm going to come out about 4 inches from there. I'm not going to center it on the whole ceiling. It's going to be in the kitchen, and I'm going to center it right on here. Why do I do that? Customer would never notice, probably. It's pleasing to the eye. When you do those little details like that people don't notice, but you don't want them to notice. You want it to just be pleasing. When you upset their eye, then you didn't do the right thing. It'll work. And then every time they push the button, it'll work. But I sat here and the camper's like, no, you did so good on tilting me in here. Don't cover me up. And I'm like, you're exactly right. I'm going right there. So, just wanted to end this video that way. Next week, I'll be back with hopefully some very, very pleased customers.